Hey, yo, what's good, fam? It's your guy, Raymundo. Welcome back to the channel. Now, recently, the big wigs down at Sony gave us some insight into the Spider-Verse, as well as when we could possibly see Miles Morales on the big screen. Let's talk. Yo, before we jump off into today's vid, let me give a mad shout out to each one of my subscribers. I really appreciate your support. It means the world to me. And for everyone tuned in today for the first time, welcome. If you enjoy entertainment, if you enjoy shenanigans, consider clicking that subscribe button, notification button, the like button, clicking any button on the page. I really appreciate it. And from the bottom of my heart, thank you.
Thank you so much for being my friends.
Now, let's jump into it. So if you didn't know, Across the Spider-Verse was scheduled to come out in March of 2024, and well, as you can tell, we are past March and still no Across the Spider-Verse. Now, part of that is due to the writer's strike. I mean, you know, the actors just not being able to act. So yeah, it's kind of hard to get the movie done when you're missing those elements. Now, we recently did get an interview from Sony executive Amy Pascal through Variety, and here's what she had to say.
The last time we spoke, Amy, I think it was at the premiere.
Yes.
You said live action Miles Morales is in the works. Where are we at?
Someday, not till we make 2 more movies.
Yeah. She's right. She's the boss.
Someday. We are very happy doing what we're doing.
Where is it on the spreadsheet, though? Come on.
You anything?
I'm not going to tell anybody.
You think there's a spreadsheet?
Wouldn't that be
You're
great?
so kind. That's so generous.
That's what we needed, was a spreadsheet.
Good idea. He thinks we planned this.
So if you're telling me we not only get one more Miles Morales project that we know of, we get 2. Now, maybe it's a Spider-Man thing, a guilty by association, but it doesn't seem that anybody can hold water dealing with Spider-Man. I don't feel like they were supposed to let that slip out that, you know, hey, we're planning on doing another one before we jump into the cinematic universe. And the guys, they honestly look pretty nervous. Like, I mean, hey, you know what? She's the boss. Yeah, if she said it, then yeah, let's roll with it. It's like, it's not like you could tell her, shh, you know, or, you know, be quiet or anything like that. But, you know, I mean, hey, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Their slip up is to the benefit of us. Now, if we look at it on the scale of a timeline, when Across the Spider-Verse is scheduled to come out, I would assume sometime in 2025, even though till this day we still don't have a date, but I'm assuming in 2025. And then the next film, I would give it at least 2 to 3 years, which will put it at 2027 to 2028. And I don't think that really lines up with everything that we've kind of been hearing on Marvel's front with Spider-Man. Now, Spider-Man 4 is scheduled to start shooting in 2025 and come out in July of 2026. Now, they would still have a project that they're supposedly doing with Miles Morales that hasn't came out, so I don't think you could possibly jump into the MCU at that time. At least I don't think it'll make sense to jump in at that time. And then, well, if we go a year later, we know that Secret Wars is scheduled to come out in May of 2027, and that will kind of put maybe a Miles Morales project at earliest 2028, I would think. But I just don't think it would line up really to be introduced into the MCU. You know, I think this is one where Sony's like, you know what, hey, we appreciate your help. Everything that's been, I guess, going nice as of late, but I think Sony may just want to possibly keep Spider-Man and Miles Morales to themselves and produce their own project, thinking that it'll be successful, which, I mean, if you've seen Venom, The Last Dance, I don't think any of us are confident enough to think that they would know what to do with Miles Morales if he was gift wrapped to them. Now, that does also beg the question, where do you start with Miles Morales? Like, are they going to try to reintroduce him? Meaning they're going to try to recreate the wheel and bring his story to real life? Or are they kind of going to go off of what they've already done? You know, the fact that we already kind of have an identity for him and who he is, to just push that to the forefront. Like, what are your thoughts on that? You know, comment down below. Do you think we're going to get a fresh start Miles Morales, or do you think we're going to get more so a continuation of the Miles Morales that we've already seen? And well, I don't know if you noticed this as of late, or I don't know if you caught wind of it, but Tom Holland says that he too wants to be a mentor, similar to how Iron Man was the mentor to Spider-Man. He wants to be the mentor to Miles Morales. Now, to me, when I caught that interview, I took it as he wants to be kind of how RDJ was to him. And I think on screen, but I also think off screen, considering RDJ was the face of Marvel and he passed it on to Tom. And I think Tom kind of wants to do the same thing, but only in the realm of it actually making sense. Like the Spider-Man that we would have to see, the Miles Morales, would have to be within the MCU. I wouldn't trust Sony being given the responsibility to try to carry that mantle, considering everything that's happening with the soft reboot. We know that Tom is, you know, for the foreseeable future, he is the face of Marvel. And I think off screen, he wants to pass that on when it's his time, because he says that, you know, he wants to do other things as well. He wants to get into his acting bag. And I think it's appropriate. I think it's cool. I like where he's at. You know, I like that he's thinking ahead. Hopefully we get a competent Miles Morales storyline, a live action versus anything that Sony's done before, if they decide to do it. But that's a big if. I think they should honestly just leave it to Marvel. Let Marvel kind of handle the reins and just sit back, collect the paycheck, you know, live your best life. But, you know, those are my thoughts. What do you think? Comment down below. Until next time, my name is Raymundo. This is Raymundo Speaks, your #1 spot for all your shenanigan and entertainment needs. Until next time, lock in, like the vid, subscribe, Lego.